Hi, if you've got a full sunny patch, water and a little bit of fertilizer, you can have corn in 14 weeks. One of the best things about having your own vegetable garden is that certain food really only tastes divine when it is picked and eaten straight away. And there's two that immediately come to mind. The fresh pea. If you pick that pea off the pod and eat it fresh out of your garden, it is delightful. 6-7 hours later, it has a bitter tinge to it. And the same for sweet corn. Sweet corn picked off the plant and cooked and eaten within a few hours is one of the nicest flavours. After you've picked the corn, the sugar starts to dissipate and you get a more starchier flavour as time goes on. And so I guess the answer is to not plant all your corn at once, but to stagger your plantings so that you don't have to do a massive harvest, and leave the corn as long as you can on the plant and pick just before you're eating it. The secret to the tastiest corn is to leave the cobs on the plant until you're ready to eat them. Hi, if you're new to my channel, I'm Robin and I've been filming my small permaculture garden for the last year, and it's getting on for a 20-year-old garden, and each episode I feature one of my edibles in the garden, and this episode I am featuring corn. But let's start at the beginning where the magic happens and the joy of growing your own corn from seed. And so corn is reasonably easy to grow. In fact, I think the hardest thing about growing corn is actually germinating the seed. The seed is not only susceptible to animals, birds, mice, but also cold weather, so it's a particular challenge in a cool climate. They're pretty hardy once they're growing, but cold temperature can really affect seed germination. To help germination, I like to soak the seeds in diluted worm juice overnight. Sow the seed about 3 to 4 centimetres if you're planting into a seed tray, or if you're directly planting into the soil for about 5 centimetres, and that might help it to not get dug up and eaten by mice and other things that like to eat corn seed. I have a lot more luck planting into seed trays than I do with a direct sow into the ground, and that's because you can protect the seeds from being snaffled by animals. Also, corn likes a nice warm temperature to germinate between about 16 to 35 degrees centigrade. In my cool climate area, temperatures can go down to 10 degrees at night in summer, and this level of temperature can really affect corn germination, especially if you're growing your seeds outdoors. Yeah, so I either put the seeds inside and keep them warm, or I put them under a cold frame. Another factor to help boost corn germination and its success is to keep the soil moist throughout the whole germination process. Not too wet and also not too dry, so some sort of Goldilocks zone. I grew this corn in a row because I had intended on growing a couple of other rows beside it, but time got away from me, and corn is definitely better grown as a block rather than a row. The advantage of growing corn in a block is that it helps with germination. The male flowers are the tassels at the top, and they drop their pollen onto the female flowers that are sitting below. And so a block aids in cross-pollination. It also does a bit of wind protection. A little bit of weeding is required for ongoing care. I tend to use a mulch, and in this case, because it was such a weedy patch, I'm using pavers, and the added advantage of pavers is that it suppresses weeds. It also traps moisture underneath, and also as we're heading into autumn, it'll hold a bit of heat at the end of the season. You might have to protect young seedlings from pets. Once you've established your seedlings and got them planted, there's not much to do except keep the plant well watered and a little bit of fertiliser here and there. Once your corn starts developing, hold back a little on the fertiliser, but make sure you keep up with the water. And harvesting corn, look for the silk at the top being brown coloured. It's not the only indication though. You should have a general feel of the plant and see if its thickness is edible. Also, sometimes you can peel it back at the top and have a bit of a look. Perfect. So I say this is ready. Chickens are great companions for corn. The plant loves chook poo, and chickens are great for weeding around its stalks. For plant companions, the classic, the trio, squash, beans and corn grow really well together. They're mutually supportive of each other, the bean supposedly growing up the corn and squash providing good ground cover. I've got squash and corn growing here together. Popcorn varieties are fun to grow. Can you make popcorn out of any type of corn variety? No. Popcorn is a different variety of corn than sweet corn, and this row along here is actual corn that you use to make popcorn. The secret to popcorn is that you need to let the cob dry super hard. So this is too early in the season for me to start. Got a bit of a way to go for this. If you don't have too many predators, some people let the corn dry on the plant, and it has to dry hard, and you can also harvest it and let it dry to a hard state. And then you can either put it in a microwave container on the cob with a little bit of butter and let it pop in the microwave, or heat a pan and put a little bit of butter in the bottom and just put your corn in. I find the microwave is the best way because it doesn't stick and it pops evenly. So what to do with all your corn? Well, this corn's been so good. I've just been eating it as corn on the cob most nights. But I did make a salad the other day with some corn in it, and that was really yummy as well. There is a recipe that I just tried for the first time, and it's Kylie Kwong's chicken and corn soup. This recipe from Kylie Kwong is actually made from fresh corn, and it tastes absolutely amazing. Kylie Kwong is a well-known Sydney chef, and her cooking is very much Australian fusion, and I highly recommend this soup. Thank you for watching all the way through to the end. I'm going to wave you off with 92-year-old artist Joyce and friends expressing the beauty and love of corn through art.